GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, Wildwood. Tonight we'll break down the sunny Saturday beach forecast and moderate surf along the New Jersey shore, celebrate Karen Calestri's Best in Show win at the Ocean City Boardwalk Art Show, and hear how a $4 million federal grant is moving our boardwalk reconstruction forward. Over to you, Jake.
The Wildwood Back to School Bash is set for August 19th on the boardwalk, featuring free school supplies, live music, and local vendor booths.
The event runs from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m., with a children's craft corner, food trucks, and a pop-up photo studio for class pictures.
Admission is free for families, and local schools are invited to set up information tables promoting after-school programs and scholarship opportunities.
Parking is available at the boardwalk lot, and volunteers will hand out reusable tote bags at the entrance. Lots to get to, let's begin. Here are our top stories. Saturday brings sunny skies across the New Jersey shore with moderate surf expected, offering ideal conditions for beachgoers and water sport enthusiasts. Tune in for detailed forecasts and safety tips. Alyssa Kowalczyk has the full story.
Sunshine dominates the forecast for Saturday, August 15th, across the New Jersey shore, with highs near 80 degrees and light breezes from the southeast. Skies stay clear through the afternoon, keeping UV levels high, so sunscreen is a must. The tide will rise mid-morning, bringing a moderate surf that rolls in at 3 to 4 feet, ideal for casual swimmers and boarders alike. Swell direction is from the south-southwest, offering consistent waves without the risk of strong rip currents. Water temperature hovers around 72 degrees, comfortable for most beachgoers. Expect a gentle onshore flow that will keep the water calm and the sand warm all day long. Alyssa Kowalczyk, GMNA News, Ocean City.
Karen Calestri took home the top prize at the 63rd Annual Boardwalk Art Show in Ocean City, New Jersey, earning the Best in Show award. The judges highlighted her vibrant mixed media piece that captures the lively atmosphere of the seaside promenade. Organizers said the award spotlights emerging talent and adds a splash of creativity to the popular summer attraction. Calestri, a local artist, expressed gratitude for the recognition and hopes the exposure will lead to new gallery opportunities. The Boardwalk Art Show, now in its third decade, draws hundreds of visitors each weekend, turning the boardwalk into an open-air gallery. This year's winning work will be featured in a special exhibit at the Ocean City Museum, giving art lovers another reason to stroll the pier. Vendors lined the promenade, selling everything from sea salt caramel treats to handcrafted jewelry, while families enjoyed live music along the shoreline.
Cape May City Council approved emergency public safety restrictions last Thursday, putting a curfew on anyone under 18 and tightening beach access after dark. The curfew applies from sunset until sunrise, and the new rules limit entry to the promenade and shoreline for minors during those hours. Officials say the measures are intended to boost nighttime safety along the beachfront and boardwalk, where recent incidents raised concern. The council emphasized that the restrictions are temporary, designed to address the current situation while longer-term solutions are explored. Police will enforce the curfew and beach limits, and violators could face citations. Residents and visitors are being reminded to plan evening activities accordingly as the city works to keep the shoreline secure. The ordinance covers all municipal beaches and the boardwalk promenade, and city officials said they will review its effectiveness after 30 days.
The Cape May County Zoo has become a leading regional draw, with new habitats and expanded programs attracting families from across the state. Attendance figures show steady growth this year. Danielle Fior has the full story.
In 2026, visitors this summer find the Cape May County Zoo transformed into a bustling hub of wildlife and education. Over the past few years, the facility has expanded its habitats, introduced interactive programs, and upgraded visitor amenities, drawing record crowds from across the region. Families cite the new hands-on exhibits and seasonal events as reasons to return, while local schools schedule field trips that blend curriculum with animal encounters. the zoo's attendance numbers have risen steadily, and tourism officials note its role in boosting the county's economy during the peak vacation months. With a focus on conservation and community outreach, the attraction continues to position itself as a premier destination for residents and travelers alike. Danielle Fior, GMNA News, Cape May.
The annual Thunder Over the Waves airshow is set to lift off on the Wildwood Boardwalk this September 12th and 13th. Organizers say the two-day event will showcase a mix of military jets, stunt pilots, and a fireworks finale, drawing thousands of visitors to the shore. This year's lineup includes a formation of F-87 fighters, a vintage bomber display, and a high-speed aerobatic team that will weave over the ocean. Local vendors can expect a surge in foot traffic as families and aviation fans converge for the weekend. City officials note the show adds a seasonal boost to the boardwalk economy while celebrating the region's long-standing love of flight. Tickets are still on sale, and parking areas will open early to accommodate the crowds. The shows run from noon to sunset, with Coast Guard coordination and a safety crew on promenade. Stick around because a $4 million federal grant is breathing new life into our boardwalk, and there's more to come. We will be right back. Every day, important stories happen across the city before any news crew arrives. Sometimes the very first person at the story is you. When you witness something newsworthy, open the GMNA Citizen Reporter app and start your report. The app guides you through every step while your report is delivered directly to the GMNA newsroom. Every submission is reviewed by our editorial team, and approved reports may be featured on GMNA. Get the GMNA Citizen Reporter app today at my.gmna.ca. Your city, your news.
Welcome back. The federal government has just approved a $4 million grant to push the next phase of Wildwood's boardwalk reconstruction into gear. City officials say the money will fund essential upgrades to the aging promenade, from replacing deteriorated planks to modernizing lighting and drainage. The infusion follows earlier work that stabilized the southern stretch, and planners expect the new improvements to boost tourism by making the seafront more inviting for visitors. Construction crews are already on site, clearing debris and staging materials for the upcoming work. Officials highlighted that the grant reflects a broader commitment to preserve Wildwood's iconic shoreline while supporting the local economy. Mayor Lisa Green thanked the agency, noting the funding will help keep jobs on the boardwalk and protect the town's historic charm. The project will run through the coming months, with the city aiming to have a refreshed boardwalk ready for the summer season.
Little Mania Wrestling brings a family-friendly midget wrestling showcase to the Wildwood Convention Center today, featuring regional talent for locals and visitors alike. Alyssa Kowalczyk has the full story.
Inside the bustling Wildwood Convention Center, the scent of popcorn mixes with the roar of a cheering crowd as Little Mania Wrestling kicks off its family-friendly show this Saturday. Regional talent steps onto the mat, each bout timed for 3 to 5 minutes, delivering high-energy moves that keep kids and adults alike on the edge of their seats. The arena is packed with locals and visitors, all gathered between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. for a 3-hour afternoon of safe, scripted competition. Colorful banners line the walls, and volunteers hand out flyers while a local band plays upbeat tunes between matches. The event promises a lively, inclusive experience for anyone looking for a break from the summer heat. Alyssa Kowalczyk, GMNA News, Wildwood.
On Friday, August 19th, the Cape May County Chamber of Commerce will host a free back-to-school celebration on the Wildwood Boardwalk Pavilion. Families can expect tables of school supplies, a lineup of food trucks, and a live DJ to keep the crowd moving. The event is designed for students of all ages and their parents, offering everything from notebooks and pencils to snacks and music. Organizers say the bash aims to kick off the new school year with a community-wide party, giving kids a chance to gather before classes begin. Admission is free, and the boardwalk location provides easy parking and waterfront views. The celebration will run from early afternoon until early evening, giving plenty of time for families to swing by, pick up supplies, and enjoy the festivities.
Earlier today, Wawa in Wildwood reopened its doors after state environmental officials contained an underground fuel tank leak. The leak, discovered last week, prompted a temporary shutdown while crews repaired the tank and cleared the surrounding soil. Officials said the remediation work was completed on schedule, allowing the convenience store to resume service for both locals and the influx of summer tourists. Management thanked the community for patience during the brief interruption and confirmed that all safety checks have been passed. State officials noted that the leak was isolated and no groundwater contamination was detected, reassuring shoppers of safety. With the store back in operation, residents can again pick up snacks, coffee, and fuel without detours, a small but welcome return to normal on 5 Mile Beach. The swift response underscores the town's ability to address infrastructure issues quickly.
Civic groups have filed a lawsuit seeking to block a $170 million hotel redevelopment of Wildwood's historic Wonderland Pier, alleging conflicts of interest after the City Council's June 2026 vote. Vince Petrosino has the full story.
City Council members approved a redevelopment plan for the historic Wonderland Pier in June, green lighting a $170 million hotel project that would replace much of the boardwalk landmark. 2 local civic groups filed a lawsuit this week, arguing the council's vote violated state ethics rules and that several council members had undisclosed financial ties to the developer. The complaint seeks to overturn the approval and halt construction, citing improper procedures and alleged conflicts of interest. If successful, the case could pause the multi-million-dollar venture that promised new rooms, restaurants, and retail space along the oceanfront. The groups say they want to protect the pier's heritage and ensure transparency in the decision-making process. Vince Petrosino, GMNA News, Wildwood.
Now let's get a look at tonight's forecast with our meteorologist on deck.
A stubborn high-pressure ridge and a swift northwest jet keep tonight dry while temperatures linger near the record. On this date, the all-time high for Wildwood stands at 84 degrees, recorded during the 2020 heat wave that pushed the entire region into triple-digit territory. The all-time low is 53 degrees, set in a sudden 2019 cold snap when an Arctic front plunged southward. By contrast, the climatological normals hover around 79 degrees for the high and 66 for the low, making today's expected 81-degree peak feel modest. Still, the humidity of 74% keeps the heat feeling more oppressive than the numbers suggest. The live radar shows a clean canvas across the entire county, no echoes of rain or thunderstorms in sight. With high pressure anchored over the area and the jet stream slicing from the northwest, the atmosphere remains subsident and moisture-starved. That stability guarantees that tonight's clouds will stay thin and the sky will stay clear until after sunrise. I'm now turning to the evening outlook. At 6 p.m., Wildwood sits under clear skies with the temperature holding at 79 degrees and humidity at 74%. The high-pressure ridge remains steady, suppressing lift and keeping the air mass warm and dry. Overhead, the jet stream races at 65 miles per hour from the northwest, steering any disturbance well north of our region. At 5,893 meters, that flow caps the ridge and locks in the dry air. With the ridge locked in, tonight we'll see only a gentle dip to 70 degrees before sunrise, then a modest climb to 81 degrees tomorrow afternoon. The UV index stands at 8, and wind will stay light, peaking at 16 miles per hour from the east. No weather alerts are in effect. Evening dew will linger near 70 degrees. The next 5 days stay locked under the same high-pressure dome, with only brief nudges from passing troughs. Tomorrow remains overcast with a 70% chance of rain, and temperatures will swing between 81 and 70 degrees, keeping the night comfortably cool. Monday brightens dramatically. Clear skies dominate, highs climb to 84 and lows rise to 75, and only a 20% chance of stray showers lingers. Tuesday and Wednesday stay dry and warm, both holding highs around 82 and lows in the low 70s, giving a solid stretch of sunshine. Thursday reintroduces moisture, as a slow-moving system brings a 35% rain threat, while temperatures hover near 82 by day and 73 at night. The pattern stays stable, with the jet stream still carving a straight path aloft, limiting any major storm development. And that's your weather. Remember, the local sunset is also available as a podcast. Listen anytime on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
Traffic's moving smoothly, the boardwalk is buzzing with today's events, and the Eagles are gearing up for another win. We will be right back. Every day, important stories happen across the city before any news crew arrives. Sometimes the very first person at the story is you. When you witness something newsworthy, open the GMNA Citizen Reporter app and start your report. The app guides you through every step while your report is delivered directly to the GMNA newsroom. Every submission is reviewed by our editorial team, and approved reports may be featured on GMNA. Get the GMNA Citizen Reporter app today at my.gmna.ca. Your city, your news.
NJ Avenue is the biggest holdup this afternoon. County crews are restricting the whole stretch and have taken the left turn lane off Cress and Park Avenues, so drivers will see a solid yellow line where the turn used to be. Expect a backup of about 5 to 10 minutes during the rush, especially near the intersection of Cress and the downtown shopping district. The lane will stay closed until the work finishes late tonight. Elsewhere, traffic is flowing smoothly. Route 123 runs clear, and the bridge over Willow Creek sees no slowdowns. If you're heading toward the beach, Main Street and Ocean Drive remain open with normal speeds. Transit riders have a clean slate today, no delays on the bus routes or the trolley line. So unless you're on NJ Avenue, you should be able to get where you're going without a hitch.
Looks like the calendar is quiet today in Wildwood. We'll keep an eye on the horizon and bring you the next story as it unfolds. And now here's Luke with sports.
Summer heat sizzles as Phillies pros gear up for training camp and roster moves. The Eagles have inked reading native linebacker Brandon George, a 25-year-old free agent. Adding a local talent bolsters their depth at linebacker and injects fresh competition into the rotation, giving head coach a new piece to evaluate as the preseason approaches. Film study shows guard Tyler Steen performing at a starting level, handling pass protection and run blocking with poise. His solid play gives the Eagles a reliable option on the interior line, forcing the coaching staff to decide whether he earns a regular starting slot this year. The Eagles unveiled a brand new offense in camp, sparking debate over whether veteran starters should see snaps in preseason. Keeping them fresh protects health, but limited reps could delay chemistry development. The decision will shape early season rhythm and depth chart clarity. Philadelphia's Flyers are eyeing 2 potential deals with the Minnesota Wild to accelerate their playoff push. Targeting veteran depth and a scoring winger could complement their young core, while shedding assets may free cap space for a future push toward the Stanley Cup. Defensive tackle Ty Robinson finds himself on the Eagles' roster bubble after a disappointing rookie campaign. Coaches will weigh his upside against recent struggles, and a strong preseason could push him into the rotation, while a slip may relegate him to the practice squad. The Phillies promoted recently acquired outfielder Cameron Misner as the 27-man for Thursday's Field of Dreams showdown in Iowa. His addition gives Philadelphia a fresh bat and defensive option against the Twins, while offering Misner a chance to prove his major league worth. Stay tuned, Wildwood, for the next wave of Philly action.
Thanks, Luke. The Wildwood Business Improvement District, nestled in downtown Wildwood, announced an addition for Main Street Corridor. A public parking lot will rise on the block between Ocean Avenue and the boardwalk, delivering 70 spaces for shoppers, diners, and tourists alike. By easing the hunt for a spot, the lot is expected to keep foot traffic flowing to cafes, boutique shops, and historic theater that define our waterfront vibe. The district says the project, funded through local partnerships, will also feature bike racks and charging stations, reinforcing our push toward a greener, more accessible downtown. For a community that thrives on strolling conversations and seaside strolls, having parking close by simply means more neighbors can linger, laugh, and support the places that make Wildwood feel like home. Later, we'll honor Officer James Martinez with a heartfelt memorial service, a moment for our community to remember his legacy. Every day, important stories happen across the city before any news crew arrives. Sometimes, the very first person at the story is you. When you witness something newsworthy, open the GMNA Citizen Reporter app and start your report. The app guides you through every step while your report is delivered directly to the GMNA newsroom. Every submission is reviewed by our editorial team, and approved reports may be featured on GMNA. Get the GMNA Citizen Reporter app today at my.gmna.ca. Your city, your news.
Welcome back. The Wildwood Police Department will hold a memorial service and launch a scholarship fund next week, honoring Officer James Martinez's 22 years of service. Danielle Fior has the full story.
Police officials gathered at the Wildwood Community Center Thursday to unveil plans for a memorial service honoring Officer James Martinez, who completed 22 years on the force before his death earlier this year. The ceremony, set for the last week of August, will include a moment of silence, remarks from the chief, and a presentation of a scholarship fund established to support local students pursuing criminal justice studies. Family members, fellow officers, and city leaders will stand alongside residents as a tribute to Martinez's dedication. The scholarship, funded by donations from the department and community partners, aims to carry his legacy forward by helping young people achieve their educational goals. Danielle Fior, GMNA News, Wildwood.
Jersey Shore has been named one of the top travel destinations for September, according to NJCOM, citing its expansive beaches, vibrant entertainment options, and seasonal events drawing visitors from across the region. Sean Mulvaney has the full story.
Travel guides this month have placed the Jersey Shore at the top of the list for September getaways. The NJCOM roundup points to the stretch of Atlantic coastline as a premier spot, noting its wide sandy beaches, boardwalk attractions, and a calendar packed with seasonal festivals and concerts. Visitors can expect milder temperatures, fewer crowds, and a lineup of events ranging from seafood fairs to outdoor movie nights. Local businesses are gearing up for the influx, with restaurants extending patio service and hotels offering September specials. The combination of natural scenery and lively entertainment makes the shore a go-to destination as the summer season winds down. From Asbury Park's music scene to Cape May's historic lighthouse tour, the region offers a variety of experiences for families and solo travelers alike. Sean Mulvaney, GMNA News, Cape May.
Thank you, Wildwood, for joining us tonight. A big congratulations to the community on the $4 million federal grant that will breathe new life into our boardwalk. We appreciate your support, and we'll be back tomorrow with more local news and stories that matter. See you then.